So there's literally zero people out here in the park. I'm by myself, you know. You're not always gonna have your friends around you 24/7, and that's when you gotta enjoy your own presence. And I just had such a good time, you know. That's a thing. That's why I know for a fact that I overcame loneliness. I used to be lonely even when there were people around, you know. And one thing is just realizing that loneliness has nothing to do with people, you know. It has to do with you and the way you feel around yourself. Number one thing you can control is just feeling good around yourself, and that's it. When times get tough, that's up to you to make a difference. Nobody's actually gonna come save you, you know. You're by yourself. The sooner you realize that this is you, this is your life, this is your story, that's when you're gonna be most happy and most joyful with yourself. And I realize this, and I'm never gonna be lonely ever again. Doesn't matter if there are people around me, doesn't matter if I have a girlfriend, if I'm in an insane relationship, the perfect relationship, I have all the friends around me, or if I don't, if I'm here by myself. I realize that one thing, and now no matter what, I can't experience loneliness anymore. You have to realize that your peace is within you, and loneliness has zero to do with people. It has to do with your mindset, how much you appreciate the time by yourself. I'm out here, I'm just taking a walk, you know. I made myself a nice lunch. I went, I watched a movie all by myself. I had myself a nice cigar just to celebrate victory, success, abundance, life. That's it, you know. Everything's perfect. And the sooner you realize that, the better your life is gonna be. So this entire journey is all by yourself, you know. So I just came back home. If you're wondering what I have on my face over here, it's a scar from jiu-jitsu. Some guy accidentally kneed me in the face. It's fine, you know. Didn't hurt, it just looks cool. That's the thing. You gotta realize that sometimes you're just gonna have nights by yourself, you know. Time by yourself. There isn't always gonna be someone next to you. Your friends aren't always gonna be available, but that's when you have to realize that it's you. You can do what you want. You can do everything that you do with your friends, but you can do it alone. I was actually kind of hesitant to go to the cinema today, because like going alone, whatever, you know, what are people gonna think about me when they see me sitting alone in the cinema? But then the moment I overcame that and I just went anyways, you know. All of that fear disappeared, and I was just enjoying my own time. I was enjoying my own presence. I watched Despicable Me 4, the new one. Pretty nice movie, actually. And that's the thing. Sometimes you're not gonna have people around you. You're not gonna have your friends. They're not gonna be available for whatever reason, and you're just gonna be by yourself. And those are the days where you get tested the most. And it's actually such a beautiful thing, being able to enjoy your own presence like that. Like just not caring what anyone thinks and doing your own thing, you know, just being present. Being lonely is a choice. You can have everybody around you and you can still be lonely, feel isolated. And likewise, you know, you can be by yourself and feel the best feeling in the world. Be joyful. You can be completely by yourself, no one around you, and you can still not feel lonely. It's all an inner journey, you know. You're just doing things by yourself. I think you should have fun with your friends. You should go out, have a good time. But there are going to be days where you're by yourself. There is no one. And this is just one of those days, you know. And that's where it's like, it's up to me. I can either make myself feel lonely, depressed, or I can just have a good time all by myself. That's what makes you powerful. You just realize that you're okay by yourself either ways. You have people around you having a good time, that's fine. And if you don't, that's fine too, you know. Either ways, you're good. That's honestly such a powerful thing. This was my day today, basically. I woke up, I went to uni to study for about 3 hours. Then I came home, I had lunch, and 3 to 7 full blast. I was just editing videos, I was recording, I was just doing YouTube stuff. And then from 7 I left my house, and then I went to the movie. I watched the movie. I would give that movie like a 7 out of 10. Pretty good. Then after the movie I went straight to the park. I walked around. I had a cigar, which I do every now and then. It's kind of like a personal celebration. Then I walked some more in the park. I recorded some videos as well, and now I'm back here, you know. It's like 10:45 right now, I think. I might go to sleep, call it a night, or I might edit some more videos and then call it a night, go to sleep. But yeah, I just want to share that. I just want to make this video. I thought it was a cool concept, because a lot of people think that to overcome loneliness you need to have the girlfriend, you need to have plans, you need to just fill up your day so much being around people all the time. And yes, that's true, but overcoming loneliness is overcome by overcoming loneliness. It's when you realize and you dig within and you just realize that you are in your own presence 100% of the time. You're born alone and you're gonna die alone, and like the only person who's with you the entire time is yourself. And there are gonna be days where you're by yourself and you have to enjoy them just as much as the days where you're having fun with friends, and you just realize that you can do all of that by yourself too. And in my opinion, you should enjoy those days just as much, because they're also equally important for your self-growth. It honestly just comes down to this, just feeling at home with yourself. Like no matter what, either ways you're gonna be fine. And this is exactly where you should be, you know. So if you're wondering what camera I use to record, everything I used to film, the microphone as well, it's all in the description. The supplements I take, the top 10 books that have changed my life, all the links in the description. You can check it out if you want. I'm also working on some courses right now. I've been working on them for the past week. They're gonna take some time. I'm not sure if I'm gonna have it when I upload this video. And I'm not a scammer like you think. Some people think that people who sell courses and stuff, they're scammers, but I see it like this. I solved the problem for myself, and this problem was a really big problem in my life. You know, things like just being addicted to video games, being so lonely, and just having so much anxiety. And I'm at a place now where I can confidently say that I've actually solved those problems for myself. And that's it. All the knowledge I have that helped me solve those problems and go through those things successfully. So bro, you can do anything. You can be anything that you want. Don't let anybody tell you otherwise. Like the reason someone is going to tell you that you can't do it is because they're actually scared that you might make it. You might get that success, and that scares them the most. Or it's going to remind them of themselves. That's why they tell you can't do it, because they actually know that you might. And that's exactly the thing that scares them the most, you know. So the world is yours. You got this, bro.